I'm sure everybody who's played the fucking game knows how bad it is, especially on computer. And so here's the petition on change.org. And look at how many signatures it has. 199,000. There's 199,000 customers who bought the game, most likely, that want a refund. Now you can read through this, but I just wanted to share my side of it because there's been, the trailers that they released and everything. The game looked fucking great. As far as like the marketing for the game, it looked amazing. I have friends who don't even play Battlefield who thought it looked badass. And I even encouraged one of my friends to buy the game. He's never played a Battlefield before. I said, you know what, man? Maybe this year they'll this game might be good. I didn't say for sure it would be good, but I said it looks like it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I personally bought the gold edition because I wanted the early access to play it. So I spent the extra. I think it was what, like $10, whatever it was. And man, I never felt so guilty in my life because man, when my friend played the game, man, there was no voice chat. There's no there was no voice chat, which is baffling in a fucking game that's made in 2021. Voice chat should be, especially in a first person shooter, there should be voice chat regardless of whatever you're playing. It doesn't matter. Even if you're playing on fucking Switch, there's voice chat. Like, there's no excuse for that. Obviously, if you've played the game, I don't even really have to go into detail. It's horribly buggy. It's just not. It wasn't a finished game, and it's not something that you can fix in the same amount of time that Cyberpunk fixed their game. I don't think Battlefield can fix their game. And then they're going. The thing that pisses me off is I spent fucking $70 on this game, and you have them saying, "Oh, we're thinking about going free to play." All right, well, if you're gonna go free to play, then give me my fucking money back. If your game's gonna be free, then why shouldn't I get it for free? So that's one thing that pisses me off personally. And the second thing that pisses me off was I encouraged my friend, my good friend, to buy the fucking game, just for it to be a horrible letdown. Not only did that fucking game make me feel like shit, because the old Battlefields used to be so good. Battlefield 3 is probably my favorite Battlefield. I played that fucking probably for years. And fucking, I encouraged my friend to buy it, and the game was just shit. It just wasn't finished. There's no voice chat. We ended up not even being able to play together. No variety in game modes. It's just a huge fucking letdown, man. And I felt like I robbed my friend of his money. Because I said, it might be a good game. It looks like it'll be good. And sure, it's up to him to make his own decision. But at the end of the day, I expected it to be decent. From what I had saw in the trailers, it looked like it was pretty good. So there's this, right? You have all this shit. I mean, obviously there's game-breaking bugs, like hit detection was horrible. People abusing vehicles. The vehicles are just way better than any firearm you can use. And unfortunately for me, I bought it on Origin because I thought that was the only place you could buy it on. And then I later found out you can get it on Steam, and I wish I could have got it on Steam, man, because I would have been able to get a refund. So I'm stuck in the shit. I don't even have the game installed. I don't even play it. I haven't played it since it's probably one of the only games I've spent $70 on. And I've probably played that less than I've played some demos on like PlayStation 3. So, I mean, I think that speaks for itself. I personally had horrible fucking performance when I tried to play it. Struggled to get 60 frames, and I personally like a higher frame rate, so I don't mind turning my graphics down. And I was struggling to get 60 frames, and even now it's still a struggle to get 60 frames. I understand it's a wide open game and there's a lot of particles and shit going on, but it felt like when I changed the settings in the game, it didn't do shit. Because I would change the settings from high to low. And normally in any other computer game that you play, when you go from high to low, you get probably maybe 20, 30 frames, depending on what settings you turn off. And when I did that on this game, it didn't feel like it changed anything. The game just looked worse and it had the same frame rate. So I got to the point where I was just like, all right, well, I might as well just play it on high. If it's going to run like shit, it might as well look pretty. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's just upsetting, man. As a fan of Battlefield, this was their year to fucking make a big impact. Vanguard was doing bad. Vanguard had one of the worst fucking years of sales. One of the worst years for fucking Call of Duty. This was their year. And they fucking lied to people and they gave them a half-ass game that wasn't complete. Not to mention these annoying ass fucking characters that say the same fucking line every fucking game. So I think if you pull up the player count for this game, you'll see how dead it is. Because I even checked myself because I didn't believe it when I saw, there's only, I think it was, when I last checked, it was like, there was only like 10,000 people playing like on a month, like an average for the month. And I was like, that can't be right. And I went and played it myself after not playing it for fucking 3, 4, 5 weeks, however long it was. And I joined a game, and on my team, there's like 2 real players. And then the entire rest of the team is bots. Same thing on the enemy team. Maybe like 2 or 3 actual players, and then the entire rest of the team is bots. So I think that says a lot. I don't think Battlefield needs 120 fucking people in one game. Not only is that performance hindering, it's just too many people. It's way too many people. And if you want to do something like that, then make a fucking ultimate war game. You know what I mean? It's not, Battlefield's a first person shooter. If you're gonna do something like that, your graphics you have to have a different set of graphics because that's too much for a fucking computer to handle. Even people who have the best graphics card out were having problems. So it's not, I don't think it's an issue with hardware or anything. It's a lack of optimization. It's an incomplete game. There's like fucking 12 different guns. So fucking Call of Duty has more fucking guns in the secondary class than Battlefield has in the whole goddamn game. That was the best thing about Battlefield 3 to me, was there was like 20, 30 different guns that they had. They had submachine gun class, they had a fucking assault rifle, snipers, and they had like 12 guns in each class, so everybody had their own style. This game has like fucking 12 guns total, and it's like, it's fucking sad. So yeah, if you bought this fucking game, I mean, I feel bad for you, but if you bought it and you're unlucky enough to buy it not on Steam, please come sign this fucking petition, man. Sign this petition. I'm tired of these fuckers getting away with this shit. This is bullshit. Please come sign this. This is fucking ridiculous. And they don't have to give the people who bought the game a refund. But even if we don't get a refund, it's making a fucking point. The point is that we're done with this shit. We're done with these unfinished games. We're not going to support them anymore. And here we are, man. I have a friend who says the same thing. I'll never buy an EA game because they ruined Mass Effect for me. And now they ruined Battlefield. They ruined Mass Effect. They just everything they touch, they just ruin it. And I'm sure it's not the people who are actually working on the games, because games like Battlefront looked really fucking good. It's just they don't give the fucking people enough time to work on the game. They rush out a game and just give you a half-ass product. And then there's shit like this, Newsweek, that's reporting on it now because it's becoming such a big fucking thing that everybody wants their fucking money back. They find themselves in hot water yet again as an online petition has been gathering thousands of signatures. Not just thousands, hundreds of thousands. We're almost at 200,000. This is almost one of the biggest petitions on the whole fucking change.org. Fans quickly discovered that the game did not live up to its monumental hype. All around buggy, plagued with matchmaking problems, horrendous lag, and frustrating technical errors. So for me, personally, when I played, I felt like a lot of the times I would shoot people and it wouldn't register. On top of not being able to get what I think is like the best, I personally prefer like 120 frames when I play a first person shooter because I like it to be smooth. And man, I could barely get 60. So that already was a hindrance for me because I don't like playing at 60 anymore, but unstable releases like this aren't out of the ordinary in the gaming industry, but if your game's unstable and you want to release it, then release it in early access. Don't fucking release it and charge people full price. If you're gonna release a fucking game that's half-assed, then give me a half-assed price. The sad thing is it was the perfect year, man. Call of Duty was doing horrible. The trailer looked great. Next gen this says it all right here. All the pieces were in place for it to be the huge blockbuster of the year, you know what I mean? Early trailer showcased impressive. The trailers looked amazing. Whoever made those trailers fucking has 100 skill points in fucking deception, because goddamn, that trailer looked way better than this game will ever look. Terrific pedigree with dependable dice. Usually dice does a pretty good job, but I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. They're fucking the whole shit up. It's fucking sad, man. Battlefield used to be one of my favorite fucking series, and now I don't even play it anymore. Like I used to play Battlefield so much, and then there's a lot of things that I realized when I played the game that they try to take from Call of Duty. They try to take shit from Call of Duty rather than sticking to their own formula. They say, oh, Call of Duty's doing good, let's fucking copy them. Prime example for me, Battlefield 3, I used to like stabbing people and taking their dog tags. Non-existent in this game. There's no stabbing people. You don't pull their dog tags off anymore. You don't collect people's dog tags with their actual names and shit. They just have a little pre-rendered fucking video that when you execute somebody, like Call of Duty, when you execute somebody, it plays a little shit, a little boring ass execution. It's not dynamic anymore. The map destruction's not that good. The maps look fucking plain. Maps are shitty. Vehicles pretty much dominate the game. If you're not in a vehicle, you're not playing to win. So there's just all kinds of shit that just ruins the experience. Even for people who I tried to give it a chance, man. I gave it like 2 months. Came back to it after 2 months. It's still fucked up. So I'll even show you. I even just uninstalled it. I don't even play it anymore. I literally uninstalled it. Let me pull this up. Watch this shit. This is fucking ridiculous to me. 4 is okay. It's not even installed. I don't even have it installed. I played 20 hours. It's fucking sad, man. Like, I got the early access. It's disappointing, man. So that's why if you bought the game, man, please go sign that petition. I'm gonna put a link probably in the video. I don't really know what else to say. That's kind of all I have to say. I just wanted to talk about it because 200,000 signatures is a lot of signatures, and that will definitely speak volume when it comes to them making another game. They'll remember this shit. They will remember this, regardless of if they give people a refund or not. Not only will they remember this, the community and people who people who probably don't even play Battlefield will know about this just because of how fucking big of an impact it's gonna have. But I mean, what can you do, right? It's it is what it is, man. I mean, you can go through this if you want yourself, but basically, you know, everybody knows EA's money hungry. They just release games for money. They don't give a fuck about the community or whatever. But people's comments, EA should also address in their terms directly issuing refunds through their own storefront, Origin, where the most PC players likely bought the game. Yeah, unfortunately for me, I didn't know that it was on Steam. I thought you could only get it on Origin, and I bought it on fucking Steam, or I bought it on Origin and I got screwed because now I can't get a refund. We need to hit these scammers and liars where it hurts in their pockets. Exactly. So I mean, gamers can't let them do this to us ever again. Yeah, so I mean, people are sick of this shit. Clearly, I'm sick of this shit. It's time for them to stop this shit, man. They're always trying to do some little fucking grimy shit. I'm just over this shit, man. So I'll link it. Yeah, there's 240 news articles in just the U.S. talking about this. Think about that, bro. 240 articles. The game was a scam. Game reviews done by IGN. Other thing. Name companies were all paid to lie. This was the best Battlefield to date. Game is barely a third done. I paid for the most expensive version and still no roadmap for content. The game issues have been missing over 200 features from previous Battlefields. That was the one thing that I noticed when I played the game. It just felt empty. The game just really felt empty. There's not a lot of guns. There's not a lot of variety. All the guns kind of feel the same. It's just... I can't believe Microsoft, PlayStation, and Steam even allowed this atrocity onto their stores. EA and DICE lied about the beta, bring a 3-month-old build when it was actually the game in its current state. We were lied to and scammed out of this money, and these companies should be held accountable. Couldn't have said it any better my fucking self. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And the worst part to me is I encouraged my friend to buy it, and not only did I get scammed, he got scammed, and now I feel like a shitty friend because I I told him to get it with the hopes of it because I had hope that it would be a good game, and clearly my hope was misplaced because you can never trust EA to deliver on something. So that's my fucking spiel, man. Like I said, sign the petition, join the fucking cause. I already signed it, but you know, the more people that sign it, the bigger it's gonna get. The more it's gonna fucking impact them. The more people that sign this, the more it's gonna impact them. So, as far as EA goes, I'm not gonna buy any more of their fucking games until I'm gonna have to see gameplay. I'm gonna need to know what version it is. I'm gonna need to know when their content's coming out. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It shouldn't be this way. No one should have to deal with this dumb shit. It's really it's a fucking shame, man. 199,129 have already signed it. If we get to 200,000, it's gonna be on the homepage of Change. Next to some of these other, these other ones. It's one of the biggest ones. Like, it's wild, man. It's really wild. So that's all I got to say. That's it, man. Have a good day. Hopefully you get a refund because I'm playing Battlefield 3 now, and I want the DLC for not Battlefield 3, Borderlands 3, and I want the DLC for Borderlands 3. So now I'm hoping I get a refund, and I'll just get the double season pass for Borderlands 3 and call it a fucking day.